you're a Cancer born June 21st to July 22nd, what can you expect for the month of November 2019? Let's tune in and find out. So Cancers, I feel like you enter this month. It feels a little bit like fearless. Like you've gone through some things recently and you've seen some things and you've clearly felt some things. But I feel like there's a greater stability of like, I can handle this. I can do this. So there may have been some betrayals or hurt from some people or anxieties, even things that you're judging yourself for about how you handled certain situations and are maybe embarrassed by it. But I feel like as you enter November, there's a better sense of awareness of energy, of how this person is feeling, how that person is feeling, how you're feeling, and you're better able to navigate life. So whatever happened, whatever with that intense new moon in Scorpio, I just feel you better being able to navigate life. Some of you may be a little bit in shock. There may be something that happened that's a little shocking. And so you may feel a little bit numb as you enter November, like a numbness, like I don't know how to feel. I wasn't expecting that from them, or I wasn't expecting that situation. But, you know, when the numbness wears off, there is that intuitive ability of being able to navigate and to know what to do. And remember, no matter what's going on in our life, we're never alone. And the universe is right there. You know, when you feel like you're going to step off a cliff, it's right there to meet you. You won't, right? The ground comes up to meet you. So no matter what you're doing with, if it's a quick career change job or suddenly, you know, there's a maneuver in the relationships with friends, whatever was carried over from that late October into early November, you've got it. You can handle it. You've got a great knack and ability for trusting yourself and knowing what to do and what to say at the same time. So I'm not really concerned about this. It's just really, I just see you being still or stationary, observing, which is much better than you being in the middle of it, right? And feeling all the intensity of it. Okay, let's move into coupled relationships. For those of you that are in a romantic relationship, meaning a year or longer, let's see what's in store for you for November and for you and your partner. I feel like there's a real love, there's a real support, a real connection with your partner. I feel like they're there for you. So as you move through the month, there's I feel like you both may be super busy, right? Like you both may be super busy doing your own stuff and being very busy and living kind of a little bit like separate lives. But as we move towards the retrograde, the retrograde is October 31st to November 20th, the Mercury retrograde. As we start to come out of that, I feel like there's a closer, I feel like things start to kind of unwind and the two of you become closer together and there's a deepening in the relationship. And by that new moon in Sagittarius, I just feel like, like you fall in each other's arms. It's just like this love. It's like, oh yes, we made it through the month. So it feels like there's a lot of work and a lot of things that you're doing independently of each other, that you don't get to spend as much time together, or the time that you are spending together doesn't feel like it's alone time, right? So at the end of the month, I feel like finally we get some alone time and relaxation. So that's when all the joy comes in, that new moon in Sagittarius, and there's a lightheartedness and a lot of fun. Now, for those of you that are single, Cancers interested in romance, let's see what's in store for you for November. I just see a revolving door of so many different parties, so many different type of people. It's like pretty much whatever you want, you've got people eating out of your hand, right? And if they're not, you really don't care. So there is very much a you feeling your oats, you feeling sensual and vibrant and sexy and popular. And so definitely a lot of opportunity for you to go and enjoy yourself. Now, what's important is not to get your feelings hurt And the way to avoid that is have no expectations, right? If somebody says, because this, with the Mercury retrograde, this is where communication gets all lopsided and people don't communicate. And you said you were meeting me at 2, and I was there at 2, and then I left at 3, and they're like, what are you talking about? I said I'd meet you on Thursday, not on Wednesday, right? So a miscommunication about dates where you get hurt, you take it personally. Instead, it's just pure miscommunication. So double and triple check any dates that you're having, any time, any locations, even like, don't just say Starbucks, say Starbucks on Pico, right? Say Starbucks on, in the mall, right? Because people are going to go opposite directions, even though you would think, well, why would they go there? We've never met there before. Because this is what retrogrades do to us. We stop thinking. All right. So just make sure that you reconfirm location and address with any meetups or anything like that. So you don't take it personally and think, what, are they messing with me? Like, what's going on? Okay. So, but otherwise, as far as opportunity, if you want to have romance, there may be people coming from your past professing their love for you during that Mercury retrograde period, October 31st to November 20th. I would not, that's fine if they're coming from your past. If you want to have a long-term relationship with them, that's probably fine. If it's somebody completely new, your best opportunity for somebody completely new is November 26th with the new moon in Sagittarius. That's when the opportunity is to meet somebody new. Okay. All right. So let's move on to money and career for Cancers. Cancers, you're just feeling like you're burning up money. Like it's just on fire. You're lighting it on fire. There's not enough money to go around. It's like, it's just, and I just feel like you're lighting money on fire. Like, oh my God, everything costs, everything costs, everything costs. So you're going to have to just be careful with your money. And as far as your career goes, there is money coming in that can fuel your money coming in through your career that can fuel your appetite for things. Because I feel like part of it is you're just spending is out of control. You want to work out at the nicest health club. You want to buy some new clothes. You want to go to a concert. You want like a weekend away. Like it's just like, you want to fly here. I just see money being, chewing up money in part because of the lifestyle that you're living. But I also feel like the career can handle the money, but you're chewing it up. After the retrograde, then I feel like things slow down, financially, the unexpected expenses. And then I feel like, okay, now we can kind of like start to save again. But I do feel like you burned through a lot of money, Cancer, in November. So in the first couple of weeks of November, unexpected expenses, unexpected plane trips, unexpected just financial loss because of the unexpected events that are happening around you. Most are pleasurable, right? There may be one or two that aren't fun, like a car breaking down or, needing a new wash machine or, things like that. Or your cat getting sick, stuff like that. So, but most of all, the good news is at the end of the month, it stabilizes and your career will be able to finance these unexpected expenses in November. Let's move into your health. So breast awareness is coming up, right, for your health. A lot of that has to do with self-nurturing, taking care of yourself. So just make sure that you're taking care of yourself this month. If you haven't had a mammogram, go ahead and get one. I'm not alarmed. For me, it's more about self-nurturing, taking care of yourself. But if you are somebody that hasn't had ever one, or you haven't had one in 5 years, you should, just a reminder to go get one. Now let's look at any surprises for you Cancers. Yeah, I think that you're surprised at how easy you can be in the flow and how easy you can let things go. There's something that's happening for you that puts you in touch with your pain, but in your anxiety, but also flows through you much easier. So there's a spiritual opening. I don't know if there's a new book that comes to you, or you have a session with a healer, which you can always call me, or if you're just finding your own way spiritually, but there's a new way in which you're approaching the world that is less scary, that is more embodiment of your power and of feeling safe and just the energy flowing through you. So I just feel like that surprises you. Like the hard times are not as hard and the good times are higher. So I just feel like it's a better month than you were anticipating, or the down things that happen, you're not stuck in them, like you're moving through them faster. So I just feel like that's the big surprise. Is like, wow, can you believe I'm handling all this? Can you believe that I'm feeling great? Like, and it's even in such a way that people are going, what's going on for you? And you go, yeah, I'm really handling it well. So I feel, so I say that not to alarm you. I say that because that whatever's going on in your life, however hard it was these last couple of months, not that you're getting used to it, you're just getting better at handling life, right? You're just getting better at handling life, because life is going to come. We're always going to have things that make us happy. We're always going to have those things that make us sad. So, but you're getting better at feeling the feelings and moving through them. All right, Cancers, and I have a surprise for you. My Get Dialed In program, I'm relaunching it. So I say relaunching it because if you're on my list, you already know about it. But if you're not, go to my website, peggyrometo.com. Check it out. It is all about you getting in touch with your intuition, your ability to connect with yourself, to understand, to become more grounded, to get answers in the moment. It's really grounded. It's really simple. And also there's an opportunity to be able to play with me, to come in my playground, and once a week to be able to, for free, for a while, to be able to feel and experience and to be able to connect with yourself and your own understanding of intuition. Once you're involved in the Get Dialed In program, I make that accessible for you. So check it out. Go to my website, and I look forward to connecting with you there or back here. And have a wonderful and happy Thanksgiving. And thank you so much for liking and sharing and commenting on my work. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. Have a great month, everybody.